Okay. There we go. Alright guys, how you doing? yeah, I forgot they were different. Because on that one I've got an AK controller. This one no. So yeah. I set this up in front of the other day and I can't remember how exactly I set it up. So, let's find out. Ah. There we go. So the feet are starting to line up a little bit playing around a lot. On that side, it happens. I'm kind of spoiling it. Luckily, I've got a saved version of this one. So all I need that for is skinning progress too. This isn't going to be a perfect production rig, not by far. Do the job I need to do. I needed something. Parent foot. I have to move. It's quite hard. So I need to put another controller here at some stage, but I won't do that on stream because I can't. I can get the basic control. I don't really need to see the feet. Now, move this. Oh. It really needs to. You need to bend in both places. I've got it set up for the anklet, but I think what I'll do is I'll create another controller on the top of the and have that control the orientation, so have it kind of reversed. Let's make a reverse lock. But I won't worry about it. Been a little while. It was a while ago I last made a decent rig, so I'll have to bring up some old stuff, relearn how to do some stuff. Isn't a problem. Who doesn't love a good cheat sheet? And a good cheat sheet. So, even though the Vanduul's kind of a lizard, it's still got a very humanoid appearance. So what I'll be able to do is vary words and motion out with some other stuff and apply it into this Vanduul. I've got no idea if that's going to work, but we'll see. Awesome if it does. Now, control. The skinning on the left side is not done. The skinning on the right side is up to a point, to about here. I'll do the head after, and then I can just mirror from one side to the other and save. But that's all I did there. So I'm just gonna name it so I can have it. I think I can't mirror the controls, which is a bit of a shame, but it doesn't take that long to set up. Just need to make sure it's all orientated correctly. It's on this hand earlier, it wasn't. So ideally, I want to set up so that when I rotate all the fingers and the thumb together, it closes the hand in one motion. Save a bit of time, and I can do what I did before with my human rig, and I've got myself some little scripts here, so I can select the left and right hand and COG and various other controls easily. So I'm going to want to do the same here, because I can select them, press one button, and then close a hand. Save a good deal of time. That shouldn't be bamboo, sorry. Okay. That's rotating in the Z, so that's fine. That's rotating in the Z, that's fine. That's not. That's what's happened to me. Right, so I need to reskin the left hand, which is actually quite easy. What I'll do is I'm going to remove these influences, which is fine because I don't have to reskin this, so it's fine. There's some magic voodoo. Oh yeah, say hi guys. Stream shit. That was good. I don't bite. My internet's horrible. I know that much. Yeah, maybe we're really quiet. I don't know. Can't tell. I can turn that up a little. So I'll remove those influences. Then, it's not break. What is it break? Kind of cheap at the moment. It's causing all kinds of trouble. That's something I'll fix later. That's not right. So that's just there because I didn't unbind the influences. Okay, so all I need to do here is just add these influences back to the skin and rotate all these bits, which is easy enough. What I'll do first is just check it works. Don't want to select joints, don't want to select. The joints, because I haven't added the control objects to the joints yet. On this side, it's got a handy little script. So that's the motion of the tongue there. What I'll do with these, is I'm just going to select the controls. See that? There we go, I can see that side. I don't need the control objects to be perfect, amazing. I don't actually select them manually anyway. So, well, I select them manually on occasion, but usually I don't. I just have them to do. Ideally with this stuff, I like to have it in such a way that if I were to hide all the geometry and the skeleton, I'll be able to animate by the control objects alone. That's my ideal control rig, even though I'm not like great at animation. That's kind of ideal. You want to be able to make poses really quickly. Basically, the quicker you can get to strike any pose, the better. Means the faster you can animate, which is good. Of course, what I'm going to be doing for my stuff is I'm going to be using motion capture as much as I can. So this control rig won't even be used. This is just for some stuff. But it's handy to have. So, what I can do now, just add these influences back to the skin. Like I said, I'm not that bothered about skinning the left side because I can just copy everything over, which is fine. Then, since these are all sorry, anyway, I'm just going to make all these blue. Let's get those up. Realize I selected the wrong bit, but okay. I'm committed now. So I've got this neat little script that I got when I did the human rig. It's this one here, parent tool. It basically turns the shapes into a joint, but they're still registered as a shape, so I can select it without selecting the joints, which is really cool. It's from Pluricide. Of course I did on there. That's how I learned most of this stuff, by the way. Pluricide. So if you select that, it acts as a joint now. It's pretty cool. But you know what I might do actually? I don't think these influences are actually on here because I think I might remove them earlier. I've been doing this for a few hours. Just gonna add these skins back. I'm really taking a lot of shortcuts. So if I select the geo, I think most of those were already in. Oh, doesn't hurt to check. Yeah. That's all the left hand stuff there, look. Great. What I can quickly do, get rid of that. Negative X to positive. There we go. Cool. So that's why I was having that issue earlier. It wasn't the during rotation, it was the rotation of the controls. In particular this control. So right now, no, I'm not, dude. I'm just a Machinima content creator, if you like. Maybe one day, but not today. I make fan-made videos. It's handy because I have a good idea on what I'm doing. Oh, okay. Give me a sec. One moment.
Is that better? Oh, that's quite high. Right, how about now? Is that better? Excellent. So yeah, what I do is I make fan-made videos, but because in the past I've only really done stuff in Maya and 3ds Max, whereas now I'm doing stuff in CryEngine, I've got a in my, well, at the risk of sounding like a dick, no, I'm not a dev. I just know my way around Maya and 3ds Max quite well. So I can do a bunch of things others might not be able to do because they haven't used the same tools as I have. But the stuff I'm doing here isn't that different from what a rigger at CIG might be doing, but obviously they'd be doing it a hell of a lot better than I would. It's the same kind of idea, building controls to drive a character and having that character do whatever you need it to do. In this case, I can't really say what this guy's going to be doing at the moment. I'm not really ready to announce it, but it will be announced soon because this guy's going to be in the teaser for it. It's going to be good. I can say that much. Right. So that parent control's there. Just enough wee bit. There we go. Yeah, just having a wee drink of water. Cheers, dude. Where am I? There we go. So all I'm doing at the moment is just making something that I can use to control a character. So these little skeleton joints you see inside the hand are what actually deforms the character in the game, or in a game. That one is changing as well. It's changing, which is really cool. The stuff I'm kind of attaching to it are the control objects that I or anyone I get involved in the little projects I'm doing can use to animate a character. So you don't actually normally see these joints underneath. Usually they come with a boatload of attachments like these little curves I'm adding, which you can select and then animate those curves, and then they'll drive whatever you need. Whether it's some kind of IK system or any other thing you need. I was actually watching someone's stream last night. They were talking about IK systems, and they were a little bit mistaken in how they're implemented usually. Well, they can be implemented in any way, but oh yeah, I'm gonna do more than animate this thing. I've got some motion capture recorded for it, which I'm gonna be using. It's gonna be epic. But until then, unfortunately, this is a step that's required, and it is quite tedious, but once it's done, it's done. So, see how it goes, eh? But what I can do, I'll be streaming for a while. I'm not doing anything else this afternoon, so I'll load up CryEngine a bit later and get to work on some of the other stuff this is for. I'll start doing. I'll build the set this guy's going to be going in. I'll do that. I send some stuff on Spectrum. I don't usually post a link to my live stream on it though. But I don't post anything on Spectrum until it's done. I'll post stuff on my Twitter here and there. If you want to follow me on Twitter and see some stuff, I put my profile in on the screen there at the top, so you can check that out. There's all kinds of work in progress stuff on there. Unfortunately though, I can't really show stuff in that high quality on the stream because my internet sucks donkey nuts. But at least I can put it on the Twitter. But you know what I'll do? Let's see if I can get this loaded up. There you go. Alright, I'm gonna put it in my chat right there. That's my Twitter there. Go on there. Follow me. If you like, want to see some of this stuff as more of a work in progress. Among some other things as well, you may or may not see. I don't know. I'm not gonna post a live stream on the Spectrum already, but I'll post this stuff when it's ready. Final things always go on the Spectrum already. Alright. Just turned it down a bit there. Is that better? But you know what I can do actually. Do it there. That better? See, I don't do this very often, so every time I do it, I have to set it up again. Okay, that should be good. Perfect. I got my headphones turned right down, so I didn't realise how loud it actually was. My bad. Okay, so we've got here. Alright. So that's the left hand deforming, so the right hand's done. I'm just setting up the left hand at the moment. And getting it set up there. What have we got here? Where are you? Blue. There we go. Yeah. Easy. I can do both. It's not really a problem. This isn't the first time I've streamed. Well, to be fair, I've been doing this for years. So a lot of it's kind of second nature. For anyone watching that happens to use Maya, best plugin on the planet, by the way. Open Pipeline. This is the beta version. 0.9.2. It's fantastic. You can save increments and do all kinds of stuff. It's really cool. Highly recommend it. Okay, let's bring the rate weights back over. So positive and negative. Got. Well, almost there. Something's gone wrong somewhere. So what we got here? The right number of joints. Bring in there. We have 4 in the index. Oh. Yeah. There we go. Index. I mean, that shouldn't be happening, but for all the effort that is to fix. It's not the end of the world. Well, I'd rather not have to fix it. Okay, I'll try mirroring that again. Raycast won't really work, I don't think. Oh yeah, it did. I was a student until recently. I'm not a student anymore. I recently graduated in engineering. So I'm kind of, I think as I came out of it, not wanting to do engineering, so I'm just doing this stuff full time and just getting my skills up to a decent level. And then applying for jobs with a decent portfolio piece, hopefully. At least that's the plan. If anything comes of it, well, I don't know. That's a bit of a tune. But we'll see. Right, is this working okay? Yeah, it is perfect. Okay, so I'm just gonna close these joints down. And let's set up some IK. I've actually got to bend down and look under my microphone here. Let's create some IK for the hand. So I can drive the hand. Oh yeah. Nah, I don't think I'm good enough, to be honest. I've just got... Sorry, you probably heard that on the microphone. No, I mean, I'm alright, but I've got a basic understanding and no formal education in this stuff. So that's about the extent of it. And then there's also the problem of I've got my own things I want to do, and I want to get those done. Which are good. Good stuff I've got planned, I dare say. No. Maybe one day, but not right now. Hey, what's the... Yeah, he's on this. Okay. Well, I suppose. Nah. To be honest, you're not the first person to have mentioned it, to be honest, but yeah. Maybe one day, but not today. I'll get my own stuff done first, and then I'll think about it. Okay. What? 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 Right. Sorry about that. IK underscore left hand. Right. What was I doing? Oh yes. All vector constraint. So where are you? Direct control, direct curve. You should probably actually set the transforms on these to 0. See what I've got left. Do a bit of house cleaning. There we go. Yeah, it's a bit weird. But this stuff can eat up your soul. I've got a huge amount of respect for riggers. I'll keep myself entertained somehow. Right. Just going to do a little bit of house cleaning. Yeah, that's good. Set it to right up. I like doing the right hand side first. If you get one side right, the other side's easy. So what I'll do is do this. Do that there. And then bring that back to there. Transformations there. Okay. And now we'll set that to red, because red's a pretty color. The left side. No, I'd say they do. A good friend of mine does rigging. He actually taught me loads of stuff a couple of years ago. It was unreal, but it was really cool. Now they are pretty sound. Oh, one rigger I know. Right. And constrain, pull vector to constrain. So now, elbow control. So what I can do, I can pause the hand, and then the way IK animation works is very straightforward. So normally, I think I explained this briefly in a video at some stage. Normally with what's called FK, the rotation of the shoulder will drive the rotation of the arm, which I can't do here because it's turned off. Then it'll drive the rotation of the forearm, and then it'll drive the rotation of the hand. So to get the hand where you need to be, you need to rotate A, then B, then C. But with IK, you set the position of the hand, and then work your way backwards. So set the hand, and then you go C to B to A, which is pretty cool. So what I'll do, I'll make a shoulder control at some stage. I'll do it in a few minutes. But I'm just I'm just working my way up the body. I've got the feet and legs pretty much done. The hips, done. The spine, done. The spine is FK, by the way. So if I change the rotation of the hips, it'll drive the location of the spine. And I can adjust the spine there, which is pretty, and the chest. It's pretty cool. But you see the hand is still being dragged back because it's IK. Thanks, dude. Can't wait to do the face. Face stuff's pretty fun. I need to give him teeth. He's an old man Vanduul. But it's all hidden. See if I got it here. Yeah. It's all hidden. There we go. So that's what it looks like with teeth and stuff. And eyes. But this all needs moving around slightly because I've changed the location of a bunch of things. Funny. Damn sensitive microphone. Okay. So what was I doing? Oh yeah. Arms. Left. Yeah, I'll keep streaming up until I get bored, which can be a while, and then I'll do a bunch of stuff in there. This is nearly done. There isn't that much left I need to do. Left. It's meant to be left leg. And then left hand, constrain, pull back to constraint, so that's now right shoulder control. So, what I'll do... By the way, all this is already set up. Although it's inverted. Yeah, I'll fix that at some stage. Right. Switch the grid snap on. So I'm just going to make a little shoulder control. There. And there. You know what I might do actually? Just take that one there. Alright, I'll just type in something in another monitor. And another app, which you probably saw because Discord decided to show itself. Not that I mind people knowing my Discord name, I'm not really that bothered. Okay, so let's bring this guy up here. And then I'll scale it up. Off. So what I'm going to do is just align this up with so I'm just going to align it up with the shoulder about there. Nice little arrow that says this way. I'll bring it there. That's pretty much all you need for a shoulder control. So I'll call this CC for a control curve. Left, right. I just keep turning my mic off and on because I've for this cough that's doing my head in. Not that bad for a while. And last thing you guys need to hear is from me coughing. Okay, so now that's a shoulder control. So that's basically the right arm finished. So I can do that. Left shoulder. Up, down. Rotate the z-axis. 0, 0, 0. Hey, Solace. Ugh, a Vanduul face or something. Not a Vanduul, a Vanny face is something I've not seen in a while. How is planet side these days? White. Fair. I don't think I've played that game in almost a year. Right. That's nearly done. For anyone who doesn't know, I used to play PlanetSide all the time. And then that's where I learned how to do animation stuff. Making Machinima stuff for that. Long time ago. In a galaxy far, far away. Okay, let's bring the chest down a little. Nearly done. I'll leave the head controls for another time. I can't really be bothered doing them today. What am I doing? Orient constraint. Oh. Orient constraint. So that should drive the head. Obviously there's something wrong with the neck skinning because it's driving something it shouldn't. Oh. forgot to duplicate it. That is why, kids, you have a good naming convention all the time. Because if you don't, that stuff happens. Freeze transforms, parentage that, and constrain orient. That's better. So what was happening was it was driving. There was a little deformation under the right arm there. That needs fixing. It's just a little skinning error. I have no idea, dude. I'm not really that bothered. Technically, I've got my game, so I'm cool with that. This is my game. Yeah, it's gonna go. I mean, Squadron 42 was meant to be out at the end of this year. Whether that happens, I don't know. So I'm not really too fussed. I think I'll just be done when it's done. Okay, so that one's got control. That one doesn't. Okay, so I'll parent that to the previous neck joint. And give that a wee orient constraint. Okay. Something's clearly not wanting to happen there. See what the problem is here. Oh, right. That's what the problem is. So the way I've done it before is we've got the hips. The hips are actually separate. They're not parented to each other. I forgot about that. Right. Forgot about that. The offset's 0, so that's fine. So the way I set it up was instead of having everything parented, it kind of is parented. It's called a point constraint, so the position is being driven, but the rotation isn't. So I can manually make different rotations, which makes things a little simpler for some things. And it also stops some things from breaking. So, and I forgot to change that. There we go. All fixed. Right. And I'm not too bothered about having what's called look IK, which is when you set a target and then your character follows that target. I'm not too bothered about that being animatable in Maya because I'm going to do that in Engine using what are called look poses. So that's the rig so far. Looking good. So right now I'm just going to tweak some of the skinning for the face, and leave it there for that. I won't bother making the face controls today because I'll need to do some research on how to do that again. Oh, I tell you what I do need to do to make a head control. By the way, these macros are such a lifesaver. But you know what I'll do with this guy? So it's not in the way, I'll put the head controls up at the top there. And down the back of his head. Looks like a little hat. At least that way it's out of the way of the face stuff. Yeah, so we're going to see some Vanduul in Machinima in the future. It's normally at times like these where I say, if you want to see this guy in action first, better like, share, and subscribe. You get to do that. But I'm not gonna, because there's no point in doing that. Let's bring this up a little bit. I just want it to be easy to click, but not in the way, which that is. Okay. Let's make it yellow. Oh, tell you what I'll do first. I'll freeze transformations so that everything goes to 0. And then constraint point, constraint. And then, alright, constraint it. So now, boom. That's a head control. We can now animate the entire body. Of course, some things still need work. Of course. But it's more or less there. That's a Vanduul. Very good. Ready to go. Nearly. For animation at least. Now normally what I do is I just make a, like the human one, what I did, I just made a control rig and then skinned a random character to it. But with this, I need the skinning to be really good on this because this is the actual Vanduul I'm going to use. So the skinned character on this, what you see here is what you're going to see in engine. Unlike with the other one where the skeleton translates the data, which is it's a bit of a hacky way of doing it, but it saved me a lot of time. But with this, because there's so few Vanduul stuff, I need to make a lot of my own kit. Which is fine, because it means I've got a lot of my own kit, so I don't mind. It's just time consuming. Right. So, what I'll do, I'll give it maybe 15 minutes, and I'll load up CryEngine, and in that time I'll take a little break and go get a cup of tea. And then when I come back, I'll make the little set that this guy's going to be in, which should be pretty cool. But anyway, 15 more minutes of the rigging stuff, and then I'll switch over to CryEngine. Just open it in the background, actually. Right. Skin, paint skin weights. So the left shoulder and the right shoulder I can lock. So I'm just going through and just locking all the stuff I don't need. In a minute. I will actually need the right shoulder and stuff. Now that I think about it. But I won't need anything lower than the arm. Might need that. I'll definitely need the neck. So I'll need the left shoulder, left arm start. I'll need the left lat. I don't need the bicep. I need the delt. Don't need the forearm. The reason I'm doing this is so that when I smooth stuff, it won't add weights to a random thing I'm not using at that particular moment. So this this stuff with the underscore def prefix are just they're basically just there to deform the mesh. They're not actually part of any kind of animation. They're just there to make the skinning look good. Help make the skinning look good, and it makes adding attachments like clothing and stuff a little bit easier to set up, I found. Right, so I don't need to, now think about it, I don't actually have to do any of that. The holster stuff doesn't need doing. Left stuff I'm not going to touch. Pec. Shoulder. So the shoulder's there, even though it's been deformed by the arm, so that's cool. I don't need to worry about that. Just going to smooth this up a little. Okay, there it is. I'm going to just add a little bit here. So all I'm doing is just moving some of the chest area out, make sure it's working properly, and then I gotta get started on the neck. So what I'll do is this. Is there any animation? Yes, there is. Let's fix this arm first. See what's going wrong here, because I shouldn't be doing that. There you go. Press the wrong button there. Okay. Left arm. I don't need the leg. I don't need the left arm. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll just select that there. So that's on the bicep deformer, so I'm going to just put it on there. So what we got now. There we go. Smooth it out so it deforms a little nicer. Just edit the elbow pit. What I can do is I can come in and just hammer these weights at some stage. I won't do it now. It'll just help with some of the pretty minging deformations that we're seeing. Okay, I'll scale this down. Because I don't want the actual arm joint to be deforming this too much. I'll leave that to the dedicated deformer for that. So a lot of this is just smoothing. So, what was it, 20? I was doing that. So let's just put this guy in a little pose here. So I'm going to just deform the shoulder. See how that looks. So you see, It's pretty easy to tell when looking at it if there's a deformation that is going too far, because you can see the texture stretching here, and then when I select it, the polygon's been stretched a lot. So all I got to do is just select a few vertices around it. Like that. Just make sure I've selected nothing else. Then I'll hammer the skin weight. And then I'll select a few more down here. Same again. That should, in an ideal world, fix a pretty minging deformation. There we go. Nice quick fix. Now, the good thing about the setup I use, which I really like because I'm using CryEngine, is that if I decide that the skinning isn't very good on what I'm using and decide to fix it up and edit it, I can just re-import it into the engine at any stage, and it'll update every instance I've got of it with the new stuff, and it'll make everything look better. So I can use like a kind of template, if you like, and it'll work, well, in an ideal world it works flawlessly, but sometimes things can go wrong. Now I won't really be bringing it much further back than that, which is good. So what I'll do is just bring the hand forward. See how it looks that way. Because one thing I will be doing is bringing it forward. You know what? I can see right now, for what I want now, that looks pretty good. Get a few deformations I don't want, but I adjust the shoulder. It's still a deformation I don't want. It more or less fixes it. Now that is a big problem I need to fix, which is a lot easier to see now. Right arm. So that's a problem with the right upper arm. So you see there's next to no weighting on that at all. There's a tiny bit on the bicep, but not much. I'm just going to change that. So this is all it is. It's just this kind of stuff is just tweaking and making adjustments as you need to. Alright. So hammering isn't really working at the moment. So try it this way. No, so I'm still getting some problems. So I think what's going on is one of these joints down here is affecting the one up here way too much. Let's find out. There goes the forearm. That was easy. Alright, anything above bicep I'll just set to 0. Right, likewise with the elbow pit. It has a bit of influence right on the elbow. That's it. It's a very small deformer. Those two deformers are fine. I'll just replace each of those with. Oh, a bunch of this stuff's locked and it shouldn't be. There's a problem there. So that's that fixed. Just needs to fix the upper here because it's very, very rough. Just a little spoon will do. Nice and easy. Right. There we go. It's better. I forgot I locked a bunch of stuff, so that's why some things were in a bit of pain. Okay. That's pretty much the arm sorted. Some little minor things that can be done, but pretty good. So I'm just going to switch over to okay. What am I trying to do? Sorry, I'm just in the other screen, just naming the level. There we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna load. So I'm just loading up the level now. I'm making it from scratch actually. It's gonna be interesting. Right. Alright, let's check out the neck. Ooh. Right. This is complicated. So there's a few deformers here that need some tweaking. Please tell me the right arm is selected. Alright. Let's see what the right leg is locked, I don't need that. Spine 1, spine 2 I don't need. Those two I don't need. Left stuff I don't need, but I'll leave it unlocked anyway. Okay. Left leg, left upper leg. Spines. So unlocked, that's fine. It's up with 0, I should just give it to the arm. Okay. So once the CryEngine level is open, I'm ready, which it is, I'm going to make the teaser area. But first, what I'm going to have to do is close it down and move. That's a little video that's coming out at some stage. Because I recently shared some stuff with Fiendish Feather. It's the guy behind Bulkheads. We've been working together on some stuff recently. So I just need to set up a little system here. Just be a moment. A little bit of housekeeping. Just on my other screen there. And I can bring this guy in. Well, I won't bring this guy in now. But I could bring it in now. Show you how it's done. Do I do it now though? Try I think. No, I'll wait until it's done. And I can use the already existing stuff in the engine as a template. For now. Not that anything's being hidden at all. Totally not. Okay, so while it's doing that, let's have a look at this neck here. So, he's tweaking on the chest a little. The shoulders actually lying. Quite pleased with how this turned out. Like, the most it's going to be getting is that. It's not going to be much motion here. Let's have a look here. Neck. It's face. FC I'm using for face. That's neck 1, neck main. Smooth all this out. It's probably about as much as I need to do. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, there is a little bit that needs doing. Alright, is that it open? Yeah, it is. Okay. So I might as well, while I'm here, you know what, I will bring it into the engine and show you how that's done. It's quite easy. Why is it saying that? I'm getting a big red thing on the other screen saying, this is bad. It's not bad. It's fine. I think? I don't know. Gotta check if something's going horribly wrong. Looks okay. I don't know. If it, oh, it is completely breaking down. That's not good. Okay. I might as well show off how it's done anyway. Actually, that's my frame rate's really low. So to get this into the engine, it's quite easy. So what, I'll just show you that. While I'm here, might as well. So I'm just going to do a little bit of housekeeping. Just going to put on the controls. And I'm going to save a new variant. Just in case things break. So to get this out of here and into CryEngine, I'll just open the character editor. You need 3 things. No, you need 2 things. You need the character file, and you need the skin mesh. So what I'll do now, I'll just pour it over the character file, and I'll pour it over the skin as a quick little fun test thing. So, to pour it over the character file is quite easy. Proxy. So you make a little plane. Call it whatever you like. I'll make mine proxy. And you can make it as big or as small as you like. I'll make it really small. And then what you do is you select your skeleton and skin it to a small little plane. And then select the plane. I'm going to give it a new material. Assign favorite material, give it a Fong. I'll call this proxy. So it's actual material called proxy. And then, just pull that back up there. Good. It's in the green again, that means good things. And then you go to the Crytek tab. Tools, create a new Cry export node with a plane in it, and then set it to PHR, and then I'll call it BVH underscore mail. BVH underscore. Oh, sorry. BHM. BVM underscore me. So that's BVM is base Vanduul mail. Alex, just as prefix, I'm putting there so I know it's one I've done. And then I'm gonna open the material editor. Create a group from the selection. I'll call it proxy. BVM mount Vanduul material proxy. And tools. Where's it export? Yeah, it's export. I'm gonna add attributes. And now, in the plain material, which is here, down at the bottom, extra attributes. I'm gonna set that to proxy no draw, so that won't draw the plane. And now, I'm gonna choose where I'm gonna export it to. So I'm gonna export it to the bulkheads build, characters, Vanduul. I'll make a new one. Let's put my name on it. Export. So export is in, this is the actual skeleton file. All being well. Export it out. Next, I'm gonna add the skin. VNCL underscore base underscore mail 01. So that's the actual Vanduul skin. And its material I'm going to load up as well. I'm not actually going to use this material yet. I'll sort it out in its own time. But for the purposes of demonstration, I'm going to leave it on. Validate the level. And there's some problems with it. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do is fix those in my own time. Because you can't have more than 8 skinning influences on any vertex. CryEngine doesn't like that. Oh well, doesn't matter. So what I'm going to do now is reload that. And I'm going to create a new character. Characters, Vanduul, Alex. I'll just call it BNCL skeleton test. And then, so when you make a character in CryEngine, you got essentially 3 parts to it. No, 2 parts to it. Yeah, 3 parts to it. So you got the, so this CDF here is the actual character file, which is basically a combination of all the different pieces. So the first part, you need a skeleton, which everything attaches to, and then you need the attachments, which is the stuff that attaches to it. And then you have the animations, which are the animations you see. So I'm gonna just do that now. So what I'm doing now, I'm just testing the actual skeleton. There we go. So that's the skeleton out of Maya into here. And mine's a custom one because it's actually got the facial joints on here as well. Now the reason I didn't just use the current mesh is because if I attach it, I don't think it's actually going to work. Yeah, see, so if I attach it that way, it's actually a little messed up. So that's why I'm skinning my own. That's basically how you get one of the parts of how you get a character into CryEngine. This is the hardest part usually, getting the skeleton sorted. But once that's done, the rest isn't too bad. Anyway, yeah, I'll save that. Just thought that'd be interesting to show off a little. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm making a little teaser, and I'm gonna make a set for it. Because why not? had to leave the title as it is. And my bitrate has gone way down, and it's annoying. Oh well, there's not much I can do about it. I don't think there's anything in the back. Actually, it's like 16. That might be it. Anyway, so what? Yeah, that was it. My bitrate just shot up. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a Vanduul ship. I won't use a bomber. I'll use a geomancy. Those are all saved in there. Okay, sorry, I was just doing some stuff on the other screen. There we go, back in the green. Green's what I like. Green is good. Okay, I need a Vanduul ship, which I've used before. I need a big one. And another void bomber as an interior, which I can use. Totally not a leaked build. Gosh, that's got the problem that it looks like poo. It doesn't look too bad, it's just not ideal for what I need. So I can get elsewhere. Oh, hi! Singer's not what I want. Life's too small. Mauler? Nah. Hunter isn't. Kingship is. And I'm inside. Just the Hunter. Yeah, these are all grey box models of Vanduul ships, by the way. Cleaver? Yeah, here we go. So the cleaver, kind of like a, I think it's a landing craft thing. Nah, you know what? I'll just use the void bomber. I can make it look good. Maybe. Materials will need some work. So what I'll do, put it here. So what I need is a Vanduul. So I'll use the one that I've already got, which is the static one that you see. Stood around doing his thing. I think it's in one of the shops. This guy's in. I need to apply the material to it too. Don't know why he's short like that. Probably shouldn't be live streaming this, but ah well. Who cares? Okay, let's have a material to. There we go. Right, you know what I'll do real quick. Let's create a new layer and call it ship. I'll select the ship there. There we go. That way I can select all this around. That's it now. I guess that's kind of a low quality Vanduul. In an ideal world, I'd just pour all this stuff out and just animate that, but I can't because there's no animation files I've got access to. Just to get the skeleton out, you yeah, the way to get the skeleton out is by using the actual animations. You can export them pretty easy, and then you can get the skeleton data from that. That's how I got the male stuff out. Okay. This is going to be a super simple scene. But, come on. Okay. So all I'm going to do is edit this pipe material. Because it's kind of too bright. I don't want it to be bright. I don't want you to be able to see it at all. So I'm going to change that. So, ships. This was a bomber. That's what I need. Let's make the emissions down to 0. Because the emissions don't look very good. Let's go on this one now. There's a hole in there. Oh, it must be good. Oh, it's glass. Cool. Just get rid of that red, shall I? Fix up the materials a little bit. Ships. It's definitely some mess. Oh no. Oh. So with this, what I'm gonna have the time of day will be zero. Basically what I'm wanting is a nice big rim light shining down the top. So you can barely see them, that's going to be the idea. And then these lights I'll have animated. That way I can modify the stuff on here. Then, it's going to be some cool shit. A lot of replacements in this. That need editing. Disable this for a while. Anyway, that's kind of where I'm going to use it. And I need to go cook my dinner. So, I'm going to call it there for now, guys. Thanks for watching. And I'll try and stream again at some stage, hopefully in slightly higher quality. But I can only do what my limits are. And yeah, there's gonna be some cool shit in the future. So see you in a bit, guys. Thanks for watching, and see you in the verse and all that cheesy stuff.